Good night, good night.
Good morning, world! How's it going? My name is Kevin. Nice to see you today. There is a guy, and he contacted me, and his name is Spencer, and he told me that he has a movie that's coming out soon, and it is not just your ordinary Christian movie. It is a movie to change all movies. This movie is going to really break the mold and change the world when it comes to Christian movies. Yeah, right, I'll be the judge of this. And he said, well, would you really be the judge of it? And I was like, of course, I'm always judging things. That's what I do on my channel. And he was like, I would love it if you would review the movie, or at least the trailer. And I said, well, let me see the trailer. I'll do that and see what people think. If enough people want me to review the movie, then maybe I'll give it a review. And he was like, that would be great. And I was like, are you sure? Have you watched my channel? And he said, yes, I love your channel. It's great. And I was like, okay, you may hate me after I review the movie. And he was like, that's fine. And I was like, I don't know. I don't like when people hate me. And he was like, I won't hate you. And I said, okay, if you got thick skin, then I'll do it. Needless to say, this movie, Generational Sin, I'm going to take a look at the trailer today. And if you guys think that I should review the movie, then I will do that. Either way, go and check out the movie in theaters. It's coming out. I'm sure it'll say in the trailer. If not, then that's your fault, Spencer, for not getting that put in the trailer. Coming out soon in theaters. I think next month, though, is when it's coming out. So if you like the trailer, if you like what I have to say, you can go and judge for yourself. Here we go. Rated PG-13. Now that is edgy for a Christian movie, for sure. Who knows for what? Oh, wait, hold on. I can see for what, because I can rewind it using technology. Mature thematic material involving violence, alcohol abuse, and some language and suggestive content. I think those are okay. As long as it's not for sex, then I can watch it. I'm allowed to. I think, Saints and Soldiers was PG-13 for the same reason. Third Brother Films. Whoa. Drone shot. This looks like a helicopter shot.
Take your brother back home.
Is your third brother?
So what's in her hometown?
Dad.
Dad?
The loner brother was in love. Is still in love? Surprised to see you.
Yeah. I'm back.
And this place looks worse than the sun's up.
This is someone's home and you never disrespect it. Hey, even if it's your own.
Yeah, some things never change, do they?
No, they don't. No matter how hard you try.
What does shit mean? It's a bad history repeating.
Whoa! Peanut butter jelly and a baseball bat.
I just want the pain to go away. Where are you?
It's...
Living has been hard. But the dying, it'll be easy.
Tell me, how do you forgive?
Flipping over tables in slow motion. You're giving me flashbacks here, Generational Sin. To Kirk Cameron's Christmas Shoes? No, what was that movie? Christmas... Shoot, what was that? Saving Christmas, that's what the movie was. Jeez, what a forgettable movie.
You left me too, Drew.
I had to leave.
You walk in here acting like things have changed. Like you've changed.
The man should be able to look at himself in the mirror. Look himself in the eye and know exactly who he is.
Having to look myself in the mirror with a beard like this. I look like a freaking lumberjack. Don't you get it?
Can you know?
Wait, is this I Can Only Imagine again?
My dad was a monster.
Generational Sin.
I'm just so scared I'm gonna end up like him.
Look, for one, man, you didn't put anything there at the end to let me know when it's coming out. That's your fault. The other thing is, I mean, it's a little bit of a predictable plot, I guess. It is a little bit like I Can Only Imagine. I'm sure that I Can Only Imagine, just because it's attached to that song, will do better than this movie, unfortunately, in theaters. But this movie looks better than that movie. I saw an article and it was like, if Christian movies really stand up to having, it's a new generation of Christian movie. I can't remember what the article said. Basically it was saying like this movie says like the F word in it or something, and it says the S word, and it's like, can you believe that there's a Christian movie that says the F word? The article really focused on that, and it made me think, judging by the way articles have been written in the past, that that has very little to do with what this movie is actually about. If it's about family fighting, I have a pretty tame family, and there's still been a few choice words thrown around in our family fights, and I didn't have my dad coming in with a baseball bat, so I can imagine that this story may require a little language. I'm intrigued, Spencer, by this movie. It looks pretty intense. I will say that the trailer didn't tell me a whole lot about it, other than, like, there's 3 brothers, because that's the name of the production company, or third brother is. This movie, however, Generational Sin, I imagine what it's about is that they had a drunk father who beat them and then eventually left them, and that's left these 3 brothers sad and depressed, and they don't know what to do with life, and the mom is like, I really tried, and then they each are struggling with something, and they're like, man, I'm struggling with this because my dad struggled with it, and I don't want to become him, but the only way I feel better about my life and what he put me through is doing exactly what he would do, which is getting drunk all the time and beating people up and smashing furniture in slow motion. Whew. Well, sounds intense, sounds interesting. Will it change the game? I don't know. It could. It looked like the acting was fine. It didn't feel cringy at all. So I might see this movie and I might give it a positive review. So Spencer, you're off the hook for now. There was a movie that came out a while back called Warrior, and it had Tom Hardy in it, and it was about MMA fighting. It wasn't a Christian movie, but I know that it's heavily implied that the father had changed his ways because of his faith, and so a lot of Christian people were kind of latching onto it and trying to promote it. This movie kind of reminds me a little bit of that, not because it's based around MMA, but it is about 2 brothers. Two brothers.
2 brothers in a van, and then a meteor hit, and they ran as fast as they could from giant cat monsters.
I will say I really enjoyed Warrior, and I was like, well, that's pretty good. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, actually, now that I see the trailer. Guys, what do you think about this movie? Do you think I should review it? Do you think that it looks good? Do you think that it looks bad? Let me know in the comments below. If you do go see this movie, let me find out when it's coming out, and then I can at least point you to it. Just looked it up, and it turns out the movie comes out everywhere, he says, October 6th. So, go see it and let me know if this is the Christian movie to end all Christian movies. So we'll see what I think when it actually comes out. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night. Big shout out to the people who pledged to my Patreon. Man, Patreon is going great right now. Like, we're having a lot of fun communicating with you guys, doing live streams. We're doing giveaways and just, you know, everybody who pledges $10 or more gets something every month. I'm not sure what this month's gonna be. Carmen and I have to talk about that. It's been a blast. Last month we had a big old meetup. I got to meet a bunch of people who pledged to the Patreon. Anyway, if you're not involved in that, get involved in it because it's great. Some people who are involved in that are Matt Clark, Brendan Neely, the guys over at the Religious Nut and Hellbound Sinner podcast, Tyler Minix, and John Duffy, who I believe is going to be having a YouTube channel out sooner than later, and so whenever he comes out with his YouTube channel, I'll tell you guys all about that, and who knows, I might do a collab with him. So that's that. All right, thanks so much for watching this episode. I'll be putting out a real review sometime in the next month, you know, a full review, not just a trailer review, but these trailer responses are so fun to make, and you guys seem to like them, so I'll keep doing them as often as I can, but also don't worry, I know I'll be putting out full reviews soon enough. All right, talk to you guys later. Good night.
Good night, good night.